yo, brother, where was the energy 10 seconds ago before I slapped you?
I know,
Yeah, settle yourself, know your place.
It's
Yeah.
also like what I said at the
so
beginning.
I don't think people's looking at Chris Rock like, right, you're a soggy you.
It's nothing to do with it's
bro.
and to be fair, it's not even about how people see him. It's about having. I've been there where like
You got slapped.
You look. No, I've never been
Tell
slapped.
me you slapped.
No, I haven't been.
Good
I haven't
energy,
slapped.
man.
But
Tell me you slapped.
You think back about a situation and you're like, wow, man, actually really tried it. Like you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. In the moment, you're not like you're just. The moment happened, it's gone. You're driving home and you're like, fuck it. Like man actually said that. To me,
And
like,
you know what?
And then it's just eating away at you. Like
You're right. And
you
you know
think
what?
about who was there and what was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that can make you not sleep.
It can make you not sleep, but you know what it does? You know what it does? You know what it does? We've all got things to not be in jail for. And we've all got things
I don't want them to go to jail. I don't want either of them to go to jail.
No, but hear my point, and it goes back to what I'm saying about ego, yeah? Because you see what's eating you up, ego's allowing it to eat you up. Because you see the person who violated you, they might not be thinking about it again. They might, this is how they crack on. I remember a customer came in here years ago and he vexed me. He's like, oh, yeah, D, can you find somebody's address through their number plate? I said, yeah, but it's a favor that I will only call on a couple times. Hopefully I never have to call on it, but I can do. Why, what happened? Ah, yeah, it's at the traffic lights and the road rage, a man called him a nigger. I said, what, is that it? I said, brother.
I wanted to find him.
I said, what happened? He goes, yeah, something, man was driving like an idiot and something, and we pulled up to the lights. I said, all right, let's go back. Why was you moving mad on the road? Yeah, because I was late. Okay, so now we're getting to the real issue. So you was late somewhere.
It doesn't
So therefore,
excuse him.
no, hear me out. So you was late somewhere. So how you're driving is mad. The levels of your anger inside you is mad already. Now, I've been in road rage situations. A man's called me a nigger, and I just laugh at man like, oh, we still doing that? Okay, like I expect that. I expect that. Now, because you was already hyped up, now it's a mad thing, yeah? And then I'm saying to him, so, okay, so you're in here huffing and puffing and cussing for like the last hour. Do you think my man cares? Do you think this is affecting him how it's affected you? And everyone in the shop was like, brother, just calm down, innit?
Yeah. It comes down to like...
It's like, what we doing?
It's ego. It's a lot of ego.
Of course
It
it's
is
ego.
but it also comes down to like what someone does to you and how it affects you. Like it might not affect you in the same way it affects someone.
No, but
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's
Absolutely.
and it's like
due to ego though, as in due to how your ego is set up is due to how you might take it on
100%.
board
And
and sit
that's-
with it for years or not sit with it for years.
100%. Like there's people that are probably like are waiting on opportunities for it. We've heard the phrase all the time, on site. That means something, you know. On site means something.
You know what?
And some people are sitting on and you be like,
You know what's
saying?
mad
Like,
about what you're saying?
What?
It does mean something.
it means something.
I was chatting to somebody the other day. He's about this life. He's about this life. He's in Westfields. Yeah? He's walked out of a shop in Westfields and he's seen somebody that he's beefing with on site. Like he's been on site for years. He's walked out, he's seen man's seen him, and his ute is behind him. And my man's like, rah. His child is behind him, his two children are behind him, and his missus. And they've just looked at each other and been like, cool, innit? Yeah? And they've kept it moving. Now, what's mad is after that, they've randomly bumped into each other again. Now, because that first whatever,
It's watered it down.
they've had a conversation. Yeah?
Watering it down.
And they've had a conversation.
not
And
unsettling
like
anymore.
most beef, yeah, when you're in that world, it's actually nothing to do with you. It's your people and your squad, but it's actually nothing to do with you directly. I've got to represent because you violated my guy over there and blah, 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 blah. Now, what he said was, he knows that the brother hadn't seen his children. So within himself, he had about a good 2 seconds or 3 seconds to just move mad and not care that he's got his children. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the fact that they both had that, it's on site, but you're with your youths, innit? like we're not doing this. It's just like, cool. And you know what that is? And he said it, man's older. Like, brother, I've got children, I've got family. And I had a conversation with him and he was like, you see this on-site thing? He goes, it's a myth.
It is a
He
myth.
goes, it's crazy.
The fact that there's rules to on-site.
Like,
There is rules to on-site. That's an
but a lot,
example of it. Like, they both had family. It's not really on-site, because if it was on-site, it would have been on-site. But that's not even what I'm talking about. In regards to like comparing that to the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation, they're not linking to fight. They're not. It was never been on-site. I just feel like a sit-down apology is not going to do it for me.
But
if
you
it was
see,
me,
you see how you said, yeah, that we don't know if Will Smith, this has affected him. As I said, you've come in and you've told this thing and you're assuming that it's a sit-down apology. I'm looking at it as, there probably will be an apology at some point,
Conversation to the why.
but it's a conversation
about why it happened.
about, now, and
how we got here.
and how we got here.
Okay.
Can we move forward? And you're saying, but it shouldn't be Chris Rock. But I don't think there's anyone better to have that conversation with.
If the let's just say they have the conversation, and at the end of it, Chris Rock turns around like, I've heard what you have to say. I will never forgive you.
Cool, that's it.
Fuck you.
Cool.
That's it.
But you know what?
That's fine.
But the
No,
conversation
I
was-
don't think it's fine.
Why?
I
Why?
think that's a dickhead thing.
That don't even make sense.
Why
what you're
does it not make
because
sense?
you can't dictate how he reacts to something that's happened to him. Like, I don't care. Like,
You're absolutely right.
he's been so affected by it.
You don't know
Doesn't-
that.
I'm just saying. If that
You
is-
don't
I'm
make
just-
statements.
No, what I'm saying is,
Don't
I'm
make
saying-
statements.
I'm
You
saying-
understand what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Listen to what I'm saying. If that is how it pans out,
Yeah.
if we don't know why he would say that. Let's just say that's
Okay.
how it's panned out.
Okay.
He's turned around, he's like, I've heard what you said. I don't really accept it.
Okay.
F you.
Yeah.
We don't need to chat anymore. We've had the conversation.
Yeah.
You would say that's a dickhead thing.
Listen.
How?
Because my opinion is always going to be based on how I view things. innit?
You just want it to be cool. You want them to be
Brother,
cool.
right now, yeah, the way things are going on,
Yeah,
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 and I'm not even talking about Donald Trump on his madness, but the way things are going on, yeah, for me, and I can only go on where I am, yeah, cool. I got slapped in the barbershop. I got slapped in the middle of carnival. I got slapped on whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the and on top of that, the fallout for that is literally the destruction of your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another side of it.
And
You
wait, hold
did
on,
that,
wait,
though.
wait,
I
wait,
did
cool,
that.
cool.
You did
and
that.
and that's fine. But as another human being, I can step back and look, yeah, bearing in mind they're in the same world. So the things that they would have experienced on the come up to get to where they were is gonna be crazy. And I can look at you as another man and say, and honestly say to myself, you are very, very broken and you need a lot of help for why you got to here. Yeah. But where I'm at in life now,
don't agree.
yeah, bro, you don't have to agree. But it's based on where I'm at and I'm looking at stuff. You understand? You see me, I think right now, my only issue with the on-site and the violence and this and that is if it's a continuous violation or it's like a bullying thing. You see when it comes to youths, you see what a couple years ago when you was talking about the young one over there,
Yeah.
brother, I will go to the school and kick up this youth.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
But exactly, my point is like you can't. If something's done to somebody, we cannot dictate
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
how they
We
react
can't.
to it.
Of course
if
we
someone turns around and says, "Yeah, okay, I've heard what they say,"
cool.
I don't wanna
But I
accept
can
the
still
apology.
think it's a dickhead thing.
I don't think that.
I can still think it's a
That's my
dickhead thing.
prerogative. I don't want to.
Because you know what it is as well? I think if you've done something, yeah, if you've committed an act that the world thinks is a bad act, yeah, like if you've slapped my man slapped my man, and I can genuinely look at you and see that you're broken. Like, brother, my man sat there bawling for 10 minutes, you know? That's not the behavior of somebody who's like on an ego thing. It's like, what, you chatting about my gal? When the whole world, for 2-3 years before that, knew that your girl is moving mad. Regardless of what you do about it, that's irrelevant. If I can look at you and see that you done that, not because You've had a sugar rush.